Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Conn Man Sports Corner. I am your host, the Conn Man, brought to you by I-95, the Sports and Entertainment Network, and Blackjack TV. I have a very special guest who should be coming on momentarily, and his name is the one, the only, Chops Turner, the Mr. Entertainer. Chops should be coming in as we speak. There he is. There's the one and only. There's my man.
What's up, Mike?
What's happening? Chops, I just gave you a little bit of an introduction, and I called you Mr. Entertainer. So what I like to do, Chops, is I like to talk about people's journey and what got started, what got them motivated to do, what they do. So, Chops, can you break it down for me? Your journey, how it began, and we go from there.
Oh, brother Mike, it began as a little boy having that dream like we all do. Mike? We all do. Mike? And want to become something in this life and try to support our families. So I thought about that as a young boy. When we came up, it was different. I came up in the 70s and the 60s. I was born in 1960, 70s. So I was a little different. But I was ambitious, man, to be a singer. And I was that, coming up as an athlete as well. Like yourself, Mike. Watching Marlon Bonds and those guys, and
yes.
Yeah. I used to watch Bonds, so we were trying to be like Bonds, man. We were too young, but we tried,
Yeah.
And then as we got older, we got better. But singing, watching James Brown, Nat King Cole, Thelonious Monk, hearing all these type of music my grandmother used to play. They sang gospel. That inspired me as a young kid, That inspired me. Then as time went on, man, the journey, like you said, I wanted to do it professionally. Now here I am doing it professional and making a living at what I do. And what a blessing. I thank God first and most of all. And,
Now, Chops, when you...
Go ahead, brother Mike.
Go ahead, Chops. Go ahead, man.
No, I just, I'm happy to be here, and I thank God I'm here, man. You always, Michael Conn, you always, your heart is, you got a kind heart, man, always looking out for people. And that's a blessing from God, man. And I'm thankful to be a part of the show, and I'm thankful for my journey. It hasn't all been easy, but they say every knock is a boost. So I thank God that
that is true.
I'm 2021. I'm still doing it and still going strong and getting better with time, and that's a blessing.
Now, Chops, tell about your grind, and let everybody know how it ain't all that easy.
No, it's not all that easy, man. I see myself at the next level of I say economics, man, economically, because you can have a record deal and all that stuff. I won record contracts with record companies, but I didn't want to sell my soul to gain the world. So we went independently, Mr. Green and I, went independently. We started our own record company. I was in all kind of talent shows and variety shows, especially here in New Bedford. I was there when Mr. Lima owned downtown. What's that place we call? Right near Dunkin' Donuts. What's that place, Mike? Downtown.
I'm not sure.
They're doing a restaurant over there. Oh man, right near Metro PCS. It come to me. But anyway,
was it Main Event? The Main Event?
Yeah, Main Event. Oh yeah, I was there when Mr. Lima owned it. Remember Mr. Lima?
Yes, very well.
Mr. Lima owned it. Yeah, I think him and his brother. I was way back then doing jazz back then, man, playing it, way back. And he was a good guy. Treated me like I was one of his own sons, man. I can't say enough about it. I hope he's still living. I haven't seen him in years. What a nice guy. And
I don't know.
Those were stepping stones for me to reach the next level for me. To me, I'm at the next level because I'm doing what I love to do and getting paid doing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, what is it like performing at the Apollo?
Man, I tell you, Mr. Mike Conceicao, that's like a dream come true. When I went there, I was scared, man, but I knew that would be my test. When I went there, man, it was scary. It was unbelievable. It was like playing at a place that you can only dream of. The audience. I mean, it was kind of funny because New York is a funny type of people, man. New York, if you're not from New York, they kind of ostracize you a little bit, you're from a little town, Rhode Island, New Bedford, and wherever you're from, people, they have those things. But I opened my mouth, man, and they knew that the gift was from God. And we did a wonderful job. We came in, we placed there. We won several nights there. We traveled with the Apollo. I'm right now good friends with Billy Mitchell, who his cousin name is Keith Bird, who lives in New York, and the guy that was in an accident with what's his name, the comedian that got in an accident. What's his name? Oh my God! He hooked me up with the guy. So he was related to Billy Mitchell, who's the tour guide for the Apollo Theater, and we became good friends. And hopefully going back to the Apollo this time, not as an amateur but as a professional. So that's the litmus test there. If you want to see how great you are, go to the Apollo. They'll let you know. You think you're bad, man.
Okay, so after the Apollo, what did you do?
Well, after Apollo, I met several people there that wanted to take me to the next level, but I didn't know. I was too young. I didn't have anybody. Mr. Green wasn't with me at that time, so I didn't have anybody. I was by myself. I was young, and I didn't know how to go about it. The guy from Platinum Records approached me, and there was a girl that wanted me to do the Harlem Fest. I didn't know nothing about the Harlem Fest. I didn't know how big it was. Now I do, because my friends are a part of it now, and I couldn't believe how big it was, man. I didn't seize the opportunity a long time ago when the girl wanted me to do a duet with her. And how I know I was good, I was always indecisive about myself. How I know I was good, I came out the Apollo after I got done singing. We went into where they have the hallway. I call it the hallway, and they had all the stars: Jackie Wilson, James Brown, Lou Rawls, Temptation, Four Tops, and these girls came out there. And my friend was with me, who got me there, Butch Career, and I'm sitting there. I said, "What they standing over there for?" He said, "They want your autograph." Then I knew, man. I said, "Okay." I knew that I had the ability to, especially go to New York, and like Frank Sinatra said, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Now, Chops, let the viewers know some of the people you played with.
Oh man, I was blessed to play with the Temptations not too long ago, 3 times. I was blessed to be with these young ladies here. We was in a show not too long ago, October 23rd, 2018, with Evelyn Champagne King, Crystal Waters.
Oh, wow.
Taylor Dane, man, she could sing. I never knew she could sing like that, man. She was awesome. CeCe Peniston and Denise Williams. Oh, man, what a great show, man. Right. I was with, what's her name? Angela Bofield. I had a record release at Barnstable High School with Joe Abbott, who sponsored me, became my sponsor. He ended up passing away, God rest his soul. I was with the Shy-Lights, my first time with the Shy-Lights at Prince Hall in Boston.
Oh.
My first opening act. also with the Stylistics, Blue Magic. Oh man, there's a lot of them, and the Grammy Award winning Tavares. With the Tavares. Oh man, that was an honor. I traveled with the doo-wop groups. I think Harvey Robinson. My man here was John Silver. John Silver, right? Johnny Silver. Who was with the Tomb Weavers, who put that song out, "Happy Happy Birthday Baby." He had the #1 hit. He was right in the Cape.
Okay.
And also the G Cliffs, they live in the Cape, and they gave me some positive knowledge, man. And he tied me in with Harvey Robbins, which I traveled with the Cadillacs, the Del Vikings. Oh man, Shirley Reeves, man, there was so many of them. The guys that passed away, I can't think of the group now, but there's many of them, man. I traveled with, and man, it was an honor, man. It was an honor and a pleasure, man.
Now, back in them days, what songs were you singing? Were you singing their songs?
Oh yeah, I was one of the Flamingos. I was singing. What's the song Flamingos sang? I Only Have Eyes for You. We were doing that. We were singing. And I was opening act, so I sang a lot of my songs, and some of them. Then we sang some of theirs, you know. And it was great.
Now, Chops. Awesome, Chops. What got you into writing your own music?
Well, Mrs. Green.
Or your own songs.
Oh yeah, I met Mr. Green at the Maurice Starr Talent Night, Hollywood Talent Night. You know who Maurice Starr is? The big #1 record producer in the world. Me and him talk every night. I was in his talent show in Boston called the Hollywood Talent Night. I was one of the winners. I ended up winning there at the school, the Lee School. Then I ended up going to Narcissus. Then they brought me to the Civic Center, Providence Civic Center, and I came in 3rd place. And and I performed there, and it was great, man. New Edition was, they were on the show. It was Ron DMC was there. It was a lot of acts there because Maurice was huge at that time, and they just had. I think they just came out with Candy Girl at that point, and so then I met Mr. Green, and he was showing me how to write. Man, I didn't know I could write, and then he used to structure all my songs, and I picked up from it, and he showed me how to do it, and we worked for years, and here I am, in 2021, writing.
And what songs have you written so far? Because I think we're going to get a chance to see you in action in a little bit. I hope so. Let us all know what
My main song was "Champion," man. And I have to say that was inspired by the boxing promoter in Boston, Mass, Dougie Pendarvis, and he's not doing too well. I hope that may God be with him, Dougie Pendarvis, and he asked me to write a song about him. I couldn't find a hook on him. And then I heard Mariah Carey's song, "Hero." Then I heard George Benson's song that he wrote about Muhammad Ali. Most people don't know that song. The Greatest was written for Muhammad Ali by George Benson. And I started thinking on a different level. I said, let me make this more of a broader song. And man, that's one of my best songs, man. Was "Champion." I heard Sam Cooke say that his hardest song to write was "A Change Is Gonna Come," and my hardest song was "Champion." I don't think it's my best song, but I think it's my hardest song.
I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
No, I'll tell you what. That song it meant so much to me. I already told you that. That song is phenomenal.
I know.
Hopefully we can check it out soon. I hope. Just waiting on it to come through, and we're gonna be able to check it out, and then we can talk about it.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? So.
Hey, guess who's calling me now?
Who?
And my phone, I got to push it up. Maurice Starr.
Are you serious?
He calls me every day.
Oh my God.
He calls me every day, man.
Oh man, is this perfect timing? Is this perfect timing or what?
Yeah, Maurice calls me every day, man.
Let people know. Chops, let people know who he really is. Tell them about him.
Maurice Starr hold on a second. Maurice Starr is the producer of New Kids on the Block and New Edition. And he produced Frank Sinatra's Later Days. He worked with a lot. I didn't know he created Confunction. You know, I didn't know he created it. He said, yeah,
Wow.
Chop, I did that. He worked with the Stylistics, Mr. Biggs, Ronnie Isley. I mean, there's so many.
That is
he's
great.
been all over the world, man. You know, and Maurice is. I had the pleasure of meeting, working with him, doing our song. He wrote his song called "Tell Everybody It's Christmas." It became #1 on the Hot Singles Shop, and man, that was how can I say, that was mind blowing for me, man. I said, man, after all these years, after 50 years, almost 40 years, we hooked up. Because when I won the talent show, I didn't see Maurice after that for a long time because I went to work on building my brand, Chops Turner, my name, and singing in nightclubs and venues, and we didn't even think about Maurice at that time because we went to work. And after all these years, we just hooked up again after 40 years. 40 years. Thank God for JoJo Bones. She hooked us back up.
I'm trying to hook you up right now.
Hold on there.
So we can get that first video in.
Yeah.
Let's see if it comes in.
What did you say, Mike? That was Maurice.
I'm just waiting for it to come. That's great.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it coming in? Let's see. We might as well talk about Maurice until the cue's in.
Oh yeah, he's phenomenal, man. I mean, to work with a international producer, man, who has a vision, unbelievable vision, man. It's unbelievable, man. He told me what to do and how to do it, man. He's unbelievable in the studio, man.
There's a champion inside.
Here you go. Here's #1.
If you know just what
come on,
will all come true.
Yeah, there it is.
If you look inside yourself, you'll find your inner well. Your destiny's at hand to be a champion. If you believe in yourself that you're a champion, if you reach deep within, if you believe in yourself, a winner never loses. A loser never wins. If you believe in yourself,
yeah.
No matter what people say, you'll make it anyway. Believe in yourself. You'll conquer all your fears if you believe. If you believe in all.
Yeah.
If you wanna be a champion, you gotta reach deep within. Through adversity comes prosperity. For the pride that lies in you demands you carry through. At last the time has come to test all you've done. If you believe in yourself, set your standards high, reach for the sky. If you believe in yourself, that God created man.
Wow, that's a beautiful song, man.
Oh, thank you, brother Mike.
I every time I hear it, I get me. That's a beautiful song. That speaks so much, man, because
It does.
and especially the situation that that you're in now is because
Yes, sir.
you got to believe in yourself.
That's right,
To
Mike.
keep doing what you're doing,
That's right.
you got to believe in yourself. You know what I
That's
mean?
right. That's right. That's the number one thing. Mike, as an athlete yourself, is you got to believe in yourself, man. If you don't believe in you, how can other people believe in you if you don't believe in your own self? That's the thing, man. You got to believe in
That
yourself.
is great. Okay. I want to tell
song is
people.
made- Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, because we
No, I
got
said
a
the song
5-second
the-
delay.
The song
Go
is
ahead. Go
mainly
ahead. Go
for
ahead.
people to believe in themselves, to have faith in themselves. Because it's spiritual too. It's very spiritual.
Wow. Again,
Very spiritual.
time I hear that song, man, it just brings me back. But you know what I want to do? I want to tell all the people who are watching, how I first got introduced to you. All right.
Yes, sir, Mike.
I want you to check it out. For the people that don't know, there's a place down here in New Bedford that's called the Bomber Shelter.
Oh,
It's about,
man, you go back, Mike.
It's about, yeah, it's maybe 7 feet tall. The ceiling's about
That's right.
7 feet tall.
That's right.
So, but we used to pack the place in, and I remember, I remember going out. Yeah, I remember going out, and there was like, and this is Guy Chops. He's at the bomb shelter. I'm like, who? They said, yeah, this guy Chops. So I said, all right, I ain't got nothing to do. So I walk in the bomb shelter, and I hear your voice, and I absolutely bug out. That was my first introduction to you.
Right. I remember that, right?
And then I want to tell another story. I'm retired. I worked in the prison for like 30 years, and I'm retired. And I remember asking you if you would come and perform for the inmates. And sure enough, you did. And you turned the house down. You turned it down. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, they couldn't get enough of you, man. It was an honor and a privilege to have you come into prison, and they appreciate it as well. But it was phenomenal.
Yes, it was.
That was awesome. Okay, so now we're going to go from there. Now we're going to move on a little bit higher. You talked about the Christmas song. How did that come about? How did that come about?
When Maurice and I reconnected, Maurice Starr and I reconnected, he said, I want to put you in the position that I put the other two in. I said, what are you talking about? He said, New Kids on the Block and New Edition. You're next. I said, all right. And he said, I got a song for you. I'm going to feature you on it. I'm going to feature you on it with these young kids. He had a group called NK5. And Brian Gomes brought him here to City Hall one time. And he produced a song, Tell Everybody's Christmas. He wanted me to be featured on it. That's how it happened.
Now we're going to cue in your second song.
Okay.
As soon as I get it here, give me a second. I'm trying to get that going on. He's right on time. Here's my man. All right, Bobby B.
Bobby B's on time. Man.
I've had some strange and in my life and through our tears.
Don't let me stop singing.
Hey, Mike.
Love light so clear, we have a bond.
Sing, Mike.
I'll be tired.
Free in love with me.
Man.
Has turned. Together life's truth will learn. And in my life we'll see the dawn with strength to carry on. We won't let our fears stop us from seeing love light so clear. We have a mind of trust to see us through the years. So take my hand and walk free in love with me.
Wow.
Here we go again. I kept hearing your songs, man. No, because it provides so much meaning. You know, the words, the melody. It's phenomenal, man. It truly is.
Brother. Thank you.
You know. Okay, now let's talk about the progression from there.
Okay.
Just a Christmas song, and then you kept performing.
Uh-huh.
You kept performing, and
yes, sir.
Tell the people what you do on Sundays. Break it down for them.
Oh, you mean Chops Turner Show every Sunday?
The Chops Turner Show.
The Chops Turner Show.
People.
Mike's there. I want you to know Mike's there every Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, at 7 p.m.
Let the people know how it started. How did it start?
Well,
what made you decide to go do that?
What happened was the pandemic hit because, I play live a lot. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I said, well, I got to entertain the people, keep my chops up. Keep chops up. So I said, let me go live. I just said, let me go live. So I started going live. And then this guy hit me up from Vegas. His name was Fat Man. And he's from out of Las Vegas. And he had heard me sing on it live. He said, man, I want to invite you on my show. He texted me or inboxed me. And he said, I want you on my show out of Vegas. I said, oh, great. He said that I enjoy your Chops Turner show. And that gave me the idea. That's how the idea popped in my head. And he said, yeah, he called it the Chops Turner show. I said, wow, yeah, it could be the Chops Turner show. And people have given me the idea to do it, man. Like, and then one of my friends who's a singer said, how can I send you a tip? And I didn't know nothing about Venmo and Cash App and all that stuff. Right. And then my daughter told me, and it just evolved like that. And here we are from March till now, a year and some months later, we're doing the Chops Turner show. And I mean, I love it.
Chops, tell the people how they can watch your show.
Well, you can just go on Sundays, come on sometimes 7 or 8 o'clock at Sundays, and I go live, and just tune on in on Sunday between 7 and 8 p.m. and you can hear me live singing. I call them the classics, the Sinatras, the Bruno Mars, the jazz, the blues.
Now you told me a story about I forgot. You said you saw someone at a bank, I think it was, and she gave you. Can explain that to me, please?
I was going to the bank cashing my checks, and this lady named Susan, I forget her last name, and what a nice lady. I used to go there all the time. She said, "What do you do? You're always here." I said, "I'm a professional entertainer," and I was playing at the Elks at the time, and she said, "Oh, you are?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, you come see me sometime." So, and one day she ended up coming to the Elks. And after my performance, she came up to me. She said, "You know what you are?" I said, "What's that, Susan?" She said, "You're a world-class vocalist, a world-class entertainer. You use that, okay?" And she said, "Wow, that's a great way to put it. You can't you can't, world class. I mean, you're not a R&B singer, you're not a hip hop singer, you're world class. You know what I mean? And I think that encompasses all things. All
And
genres of
because
music.
what it does,
Yes,
what
sir.
it doesn't do is put you in a box.
Yeah, it
You
doesn't
know,
put me in a box. That's right, Mark. That's right,
you
brother Mike. Excuse me.
yeah, and so I mean, you go way back, and
Yes,
the
sir.
classics. People tell about some of the entertainers that you do on your show, the music. Let the people know.
Some of the music.
Yeah, from the
Oh yeah,
classics.
Lou Rawls, Temptations, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Sammy Davis, Otis Redding, Bruno Mars. Oh yeah, yeah, Bruno Mars. Um,
uh,
Kool and the Gang. I mean, you name it. Billie Holiday. All genres of music. I've learned at an early age to from other performers and other people I visited. They said to me, "Learn to do it all." I went to New York one time. The lady said I was singing the whistles all the time, and the lady I went. Mr. Green took me to New York. We were going to D.C. He said he took me by his lady named Ty Seenthouse, and I was doing the whisper. Do you love me, lady? Girl, I hope you do. And she stopped me.
hey.
And, she stopped me, right? She said, hold it, wait a minute. She said, you got the voice to sing it all. Go home and learn to do it all. Because your voice, you have that husky voice, and you have a voice that uh, can capture it all. So go home and learn it all. At that time, I went home, I bought some 45s, I learned a lot of music. And here I am.
And what's great, Chops, is the fact that during this pandemic and the
Right,
COVID-19,
right.
it's a pleasure watching you, man, because you bring so much joy and excitement, and it's well received, and it gives people hope, and it makes people smile because you got that smile, you got that laugh, you know what I mean, and it's contagious.
Yeah,
It really is
yeah.
contagious, man.
You know,
And
I'm
I don't
thankful.
know.
Huh?
I don't know if you realize how important your show does for so many people. That's why
Oh,
them all tune in on Sunday night. Check them out. You see.
yeah. People have told me that. What you told me, Mike. Um, I understand we're in a turbulent time and uncertain times, and my job is, my voice is given to me by God, so I have to um, uh, reciprocate and give it to the people. You know, um, the people are in need now. And not a need, some comfort. You know what I mean? Some comfort, Mike. Some comfort, some joy. And how can I bring that with the voice that God has given me, man? I bring my voice, and those who like it, like it. And those who don't, what can I do?
I don't think that's going to be a problem. No, something. You also have another endeavor that you do on Monday nights.
Yes,
Talk
sir.
about that.
Oh, Mr. Paul Santos. Paul and I hooked up because he knew me where I live over here. The video I did when he worked at the uh, station over here, and I did a Christmas show with him. And then I don't know how it happened. He had texted me, "Do I want to do a show with him?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." I'm always testing the water. Sure, let's try it. Um, he said, it'd be like a Johnny Carson. You do the laugh, and I'll do the jokes. And one thing led to another, man. Here we are, and the show really is really growing. Really growing, and I like it because I see it at a whole new level. Paul didn't see it that way at first, but now he's seeing it on a bigger level, and I'm seeing it on a bigger level. Um, to how can I say? when I say another level, I see it where we can um, get to a new audience. You know what I'm saying? And a broader audience, and you can go worldwide with it, man. So um, why not? Why not? Why not? What do you say? Teach a man to fish, he eat for a day. If you give, I mean, give a man a fish, he eat for a day. But if you teach him to fish, he eat for a lifetime.
That is right.
Right,
Now I
Mike?
want to talk about something. I want to talk about something that's kind of dear to me as well. You know, I think
Yeah,
it was maybe a year ago. I'm not sure exactly when,
yeah,
but you had told me about that you had gone to New York City
yeah.
to go do a video,
That's it, Mike.
you told me it was a very important video,
It was
and
very important.
then again you had mentioned about reaching a wider base
Right,
for the younger age.
right.
Now, doing that video, I definitely know that it reached so many younger people. Can you
Yes,
talk
sir.
about how that came about?
Well, one night I'm home about 12, about 11:30 at night, quarter 12. My phone rings. It's my brother Q from. I met Q in the studio some years ago, and we've been friends. He's from Zimbabwe, Africa, and I used to do shows at his house, and he would hire me to do. He lived in a cul-de-sac, so I used to go there and play at his house. And we met in the studio because Green and I was working in the studio some years ago, and he was there too, so we became good friends. So he called me up and said, I got this. I said, he said, man, Chop, you doing anything? I said, no, man. He said, I got this hit song. I said, what do you mean hit song? He said, I need you to come. I need you to come to Worcester tonight. I said, what? I said, man, I'm getting ready to go to bed. He said, Chops, I need you to come to Worcester. Exactly what his words was. I said, okay. I said, oh, talk to my wife. She talked to Nicole,
Right?
and she said, yeah, sure. And he said, I'll pay you, which he did. And he said, I got the structure of the song, but I need your voice. That's exactly his words. I need your voice to make this project complete. He said, I hear your voice. And his wife said to him, you're not going to call Chops this lady. He said, yes, I am. He called me. I got in my car. I went out there. I'll tell you one thing. And we went up to his attic. He got a beautiful home he lives in. And he has a studio in his house. So we went upstairs in the attic and we went to work. And we were trying to find a hook to the song. He had the raps all down. He had like 3 rappers there, him, himself, and somebody else. And they just needed my voice. So we had to, he had the structure already, come up with the lyrics that was on the song. Next thing you know, here we come with the lyrics. And it was perfect, man. It came out beautiful. And it's called Enough is Enough. And we're still producing this. This song is out. We got the video out. We did it in New York City during the pandemic. It was hardly nobody on the streets in New York. You know, Times Square, nobody there, and you could park anywhere. That was something like a
Right.
ghost
Yeah.
town. But we went and laid it down in New York City, and people were like looking at us, man, like we were, mega stars. And his brother, who lives in New Jersey, and works in New Jersey, went and cased the place out to see how we could do it with a mural. And we had went to New York, then we went to Brooklyn, and went to another part of New York. And man, it was right on point. It was right on point.
Chops,
I love the song, man.
talk about the song, the lyrics, and how it's so important, especially in what we are going through in the world today.
Oh yeah, Mike, this song, man, is relevant to today. It talks about police brutality. It talks about what's going on today. The song, I'm singing a hook on it. Not doing much, but they say simplicity sells. Hey mama, we lost another brother. It seems like every day another brother passing away. Hey mama, we lost another brother. It seems like every day another brother taken away. Oh yeah, So you know, I had to put that in there, man. But it talks about what's going on today. I saw it, a lot of this stuff that's going on today with you know, with police brutality. When I was coming up, Mike, I was born in '60 and I saw it in the '70s. That was, man, I'm 60 years old. That happened 50 years ago, Mike, and it's still going on. You know.
Yeah.
So I saw it then, and so I was glad when he came up with that song because I was trying to write a song, something like that, and to do it with rappers and hip hop artists. Man, I thought it would give me a broader audience and a younger audience. You know.
I definitely think it has, and I think it's going to grow even more. I mean, you got the right music, the words, and again, especially what's going on today, I think it even brings more meaning.
It does.
You know what I mean?
Brings a lot of meaning to what's happening today. Enough is enough. I mean, that's right there. You know what I mean? That tells you right there. Enough is enough. And he thought that title was great. When he came up with it, we came up with it. We were like, oh man, that's right on point, man. Enough is enough. And you know, Q can tell you, man, he's a great guy too. Q's a great guy, man. I mean, he's a great hip hop and rap artist, man. He knows how to put those beats down where the younger people can gravitate toward it. And they made me a part of it. It was a real pleasure for me to collaborate with those guys, you know.
How can they check out the video?
Well, they can go on YouTube and see it, and they can also purchase it on, I think it's on Spotify, cdbaby.com, Amazon as well. They can go on there. And also, Maurice Starr is, as quiet as kept, is doing I think a sitcom. And that song, he wants to be in that, you know, which is next year with Donnie Wahlberg. He told me. So he spoke to myself and Q about the song, and he said, I'd like to make you guys a part of it. He told me to go learn some acting, because he said you might be doing some acting too.
Well, we know you got the voice down. We know that.
Oh yeah, but you know, it's like a dream. I'm 60 years old, and it's like a dream come true, man. All these years, you know, and you never know when your time may come. But the old wise man told me, stay ready, then you won't have to get ready. If you stay ready, you won't have to get ready. You know, yeah. Mike and Mr. Green taught me too. Huh?
And also, I mean, even though we're going through a little bit of we're going through a lot of tough times, you still perform down the Cape.
Oh yeah, I'm still in the Cape.
You still perform down the Cape. Talk to us about that.
Yes, sir. I was just in Rhode Island, in Johnston, Rhode Island, that is, playing with Tribeca, and they're open, and as you can play inside. We were inside. It was both nights were sold out. We were there last Saturday and Sunday. It was nice. I'm in the Cape with Tomatoes. I think we're going to start this Saturday. I'm not sure, but Colleen was there that last Saturday, so we might start this Saturday and go all through the winter at Tomatoes and Sandwich on Route 130. So you're not doing it from 7. I think it's from 7 to 9:30, something like that. And the girl Colleen is phenomenal singer. Is a phenomenal singer. We sing together, and she's phenomenal. And we're good friends, and you know we have such a great time and a rapport with one another. That's what it takes. And the clientele is unbelievable. He has a clientele unbelievable. The food is great. The people are great. And I was already down in them areas for many years. But to come back and play in this particular venue is a great honor. You know, great honor and pleasure.
So, what's next for Chaps? What is next for Chaps?
I got a calls from I just got a call from what's the name? I'm gonna be at the PT65 coming up Memorial Day. He just called me, Rick from the 06 Bristol. He's the owner, so I'll be going back there Memorial Day on for 49 on Memorial Day, and he wants me back because he just put extended his deck out there. So I'm gonna be on that pretty soon. I look forward to those things. I'm getting ready to go back in the studio. There's a guy named Stephen Freeman, who I'm good friends with. I met in the studio some years ago, who has he's a manager of a guy named Lushy Benton, who does Black Lives Matter. He's a great out of Jamaica, great singer, great rapper, and he does his reggae. Man, he's unbelievable. And then he hooked me up with this other guy he works with called Wonton. One son. I'm gonna get it right. And he texted me out of Brooklyn. He's got a new song coming out. He wants me on to do the hook on this song. Then two young men down in the Cape who are nominated for Grammy. Mr. Peters, his son, he's a hip hop artist. They wrote a song for me, and they want me to get on that too. So to be sing the hook on that down the Cape. So those are two projects I'm getting ready to work on now. Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question, Chuck. Who that you haven't performed with already that you would like to perform with?
Man, I don't. I like to perform. I don't know, man. I don't know. I love Whitney Houston, but she's gone. God rest her soul. What a great, phenomenal artist. I would love to perform with her. I would love to perform with who was it now? One of my favorites. There's a lot of man. Who? Wait, now I'm trying to think who now. I love Peabo Bryson. I like Peabo. Maybe. I opened. I meant to tell you, I opened for Kool and the Gang too. I was with the wedding band for eBay conference right up in Boston. Oh man, that was a pleasure with the Kool and the Gang. Kool and the Gang was great, man.
What I remember is a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring him up. A good friend of ours, Charlie Perry.
Oh, you're Charlie, right? My man, Charlie.
He brought up a cover that you did. One of the songs that he was so entrenched with.
Charlie loves it.
Can you tell the people about that song?
Oh man, Charlie's a good man. First of most of all, his family. Yes. I thank him, man. And what it's a pleasure meeting people who see your vision and your goals, man. And what a nice guy. Charlie's one of the nicest guys. One of the nicest guys you want to meet. And I didn't know he heard the song "Distant Lover." He said one of his favorite songs was "Distant Lover." Distant Lover by Marvin.
That's a Marvin Gaye song.
Marvin Gaye song. So I'm in the recording studio recording In My Life, Champion. Then the producer called me up one morning and said, "Chops, I got a song for you." I said, "What's that?" Phil, his name is Phil Crook. I said, "What's that, man?" He said, "Distant Love." I said, "No, I ain't messing with that." He said, "Listen, Chop." I said, "I ain't messing with no Marvin Gaye." And he said, "Listen, Chop, you can take that song and kill it." He said, "In your style." He said, I said, "Nah." He said, "Listen to me. I'm your producer." I said, "Okay." So he said, "Learn the song, and I'm going to work on the instrument of the track for you." And I worked on it and did it. And I said, "Wow, I can do this." And I did it my own way, put my own interpretation on the song. That's what music is all about. Taking your interpretation and putting your own interpretation on the song. And we did it, man. It came out real good. We didn't let the world hear it because we were too busy doing gigs, man. We were gigging, man. We were performing. So it was hard for us to perform and promote at the same time. It's tough, It was tough. But that song, I think we did a great job on it.
Yeah, Charlie talks about it all the time.
And that Marvin Gaye, man, if you sing Marvin, you better come with it, man. hey, right. I'm in New York. The Apollo, we had traveled with the Apollo at a place called the Danceterio Club, and I'm in the club all dressed up, and the lady says, "I wonder if you sing as good as you look." I said, "Well, I'll let you be the judge of that." And after I got done, she said, "Man, you can sing." She said, "Man, you can sing." Because I was all dressed up, I think I had a purple suit on, I had a thing in there and everything, and those you don't people don't realize what that means to you when people encourage you and give you encouragement and incentive.
Exactly.
It does wonders to the psyche.
Yeah. I'm trying to cue in your third song.
Oh yeah. That's the R&B cut there.
Oh yeah, they need to hear this too.
Oh yeah, this song, man. Hurry back, man. We still think it's a hit
people
song.
About that.
Well,
how did about?
Hey, guess what we that song was created at the bomb shelter at the Elks, man, because we were making it up. We were just ad-libbing songs, man. You know, and that's how the song got formulated. You know, we were making it up, and then we started putting lyrics to it. You know.
I tell you what, that song, man, used to rock the Elks, bomb shelter, everything, man. That song,
man, that song
all your
rocks,
songs are great, man.
And that song still rocks, man. I love that song, man.
I'm just queuing it in now. Hopefully, but
that's all right.
You know,
many people thought it sounded like Keith Sweat.
A little bit. It definitely does.
They kind of right because the music does. We did because he was hot at that time, him and R. Kelly. So we kind of structured the music the way Keith Sweat was hot at,
I think it's
at
coming
that time.
Here we go.
Oh, this is the live version.
Yeah.
This is the live version. This is the live version.
Yeah. I'm ready for love.
Yeah, wow.
You got me going on, baby. Girl, I'm in the mood. All right, tonight is gonna be the night. I get you in the mood. Now, ladies, tonight.
That's the live version. Oh my God.
Yes, the live version.
Yeah, that's the live version.
In the man's head tonight.
I don't know. I always said to that one.
Let me hear you say, oh. You say, oh, come on. Oh, baby, say, oh. Baby, say,
that's crazy.
oh. Baby, say, oh.
Watch live, boy.
That is. Wow. I've heard you sing about 500 times, and it still resonates, man. It still resonates. You know what I mean?
Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. We got about 4 minutes. Is there anything you want to say? Anything you want to talk about?
Man, all I want to say is, man, thank you. And I want to say, if you got talent,
I want to thank you.
Yeah, if you got talent, please put it to use, man. If you don't use it, you lose it, right, Mike?
That's true.
You know,
but it's been
my grandma used to tell me anything that. No, my grandma used to tell me anything that's worthwhile is worth waiting for and working for, And at my age now, things are starting to blossom a little bit, even during the pandemic, because God is God is it's amazing, man. It's just amazing. I'm just happy that I'm evolving. That's the main thing. I'm evolving.
We got time, Chuck. I want you to tell a story about your grandmother when you asked her for money.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want you to tell that story. I want you to
Oh,
tell the
yeah.
story.
I wasn't working at the time, and I was young and hanging out with the guys, and I didn't have no cash on me. And she taught me a profound lesson that taught me to appreciate every little penny I get. I went to her one day and I said, hey, Nana. She said, hey, how you doing? I said, you have any money I can borrow? She said, yeah. She said, she came back and she gave me, it was $2, I think it was. At that time, $2 was pretty good. You go buy, some candy and cupcakes, whatever. And I said, that's all? She said, what did you have before you got here? I said, they taught me, I didn't say nothing. I just was lost when she said that, meaning appreciate what you got. Because, you couldn't, if I didn't give you that, you wouldn't have nothing, at all. So I appreciate every little dime I get.
That is tremendous. And Chops, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on my show. It's a pleasure, honor, and I really don't know what else to say. I mean, I just appreciate your talent. And you know what I'm going to end it with? As great as a talent you are, you're a better person. And
thank you, Brother Mike. I want to thank you. I want to thank you and Bobby, my man, for having me on, man. It's a pleasure to have a platform where you can, people can hear you and get to see your talent that probably doesn't even know who I am. And we still got a lot more work to do. And by the grace of God, we will do it.
I'm going to tell you something. We're not done with you yet. I can tell you right now.
Hey, Mike always says that.
We're not done with you yet.
Mike means it too. Mike always says that. That's Mike, man. You something else, man. You're a gem, man. You're a gem, a man with a great heart, man. I really appreciate you, man, and your family, and your sincerity, man. That means more to me than anything, man. And you're a good man. You're a good person, man.
Well,
that goes beyond, man. I mean, that goes beyond.
With Chops, again, I want to thank you for coming on. You made my day. I'm sure you made a lot of people's day. Watching sing, I think you're gonna make a very big impact. So
thank you.
I appreciate you coming on my show. And thank you so much. Thank you, Bobby Blackjack. I-95 Sports Network live with the Conn Man Sports Corner Thursday edition. Thank you so much, Chops. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day, and may God bless. Stay safe.
You too, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.